Good evening, I'm the Budget Modeler, and this is my 1/18th Agora Mitsubishi A6M Zero build. No intro, no outro, because I forgot to load them up. I've been faffing around and mulching around and generally getting a bit miffed and stressing out, looking for different things, and then realising I hadn't actually unpacked them, and they're still there. But that's a tad loud. Let me just drop that back down a bit. There we go. So, yeah. So, let's get down to it, shall we? So, we've gone back to step 38, installing the flaps. They arrived! Yay! Thank you, Agora. Great service. I think it was about a week. I meant to find out earlier, and I forgot to. Let's find out how long this took. So, look for Agora. Agora Models. Right. So, I sent the initial email on the 25th of March. So January, February, March. So it's 31 days, so that's 6. Plus they came on Friday. So it's 8, 7, 6, the 5th. So yeah, 11 days in total. So you can take 2 off for that. So that's 7 working days, which is brilliant. Can't fault that. Can't fault that in the slightest. So, hope you all had a good weekend. Hope you're all well. Let's crack on with this, shall we? Get my pencil out. So, I'm doing the left flap. So, I have a spare flap. If anybody's missing a flap or wants a flap, let me know and you can have my flap. It's a spare flap, just so you know, the flap's spare. Right, then, as you remember, we're having a bit of an issue with this. Whether it was too close or too far away, I can't remember. So that we're having problems with this in here. So let's pop this open again, and we'll probably glue it. Just make sure it's in there properly. Yeah, there we go. So that on top of there, yeah, it was about 1/2 mil out. So if I remember correctly, so it's 4. So let me get my screwdriver. As you can see, I'm completely and utterly prepared. Not. You know the 7 P's. Prior planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance. It doesn't help that you put the wrong bits in the wrong place, Steph. Well done. Have I got the right one? We'll soon find out. So I've got a comment. Glenn's in. Glenn Hardacre saying evening. Evening, Glenn. How you doing? Hope you're well, mate. Just loosening this off. And hopefully we can just yep. So let's unscrew that a bit more. And I hope there's enough wiggle room for us to get this to sit properly on there. That's interesting, because it's telling me that flap should sit on there. That's the right flap. That's left. That's right. That's left. That's right. So this goes. Ah, that's right. This goes. Oh, you told you get the right bloomin' one first. Look at what they're doing, lad. So we need that there. This goes here. Like so. Okay, get that in there. Right, so okay, that's really confusing. Really confusing. Right, so put that on there. And we take 3 of these. Which is that. So we've done that. Luckily, you look at that. That says that this flap here, which is the one inside there, should go in there, but it doesn't because it's there. Look. Get your instructions correct. Need my oil. Got a comment from Glenn. And it says 0.5 mil. Wow, that's some eye measurement. Lol. Yeah, it is really small, the amount it's out. Okay, maybe 0.5 mil is just being too silly. So in, dip, make sure it's connected. And yes, I'm still thinking of stereo MCs. So do the outside one first. That's hooked up. And then do, yep, I'm miles away from the screen. There we go. So we'll may as well down to touch, and you'll feel it tighten up. There we go. Right, so let's just loosen those right off. Does that come out now? Yeah. So let's get that. You can't see in there, but I can, and it's big and annoying. You're gonna have to come out, pop. Plastic hammer. And there, it's in. Now, you super glue the bugger. You are not coming out again. Now, screw these buggers back in. So, that one's connected. That one's connected through. So it's that one, and then we start down to touch, down to touch, down to touch, and then finally down to touch. So wait. Hey, let's just holding that there while it goes off. And it just popped out. Marvellous. Not what I need. It's going to need gluing on there as well. It's one of these that I'm throwing around. And also, we need to do the top end as well, because that's not gluing. It's not holding. These. Just going to run a bead all the way along. So, what have you been up to this week then, folks? Pop it in the comments. Let me know. Been up to out or now, or just general finagling. There we go. So, yep. Gary T's in. Good evening, Gary. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good weekend. What have you been up to, bud? So, just to catch up, Gary, my flaps here took 7 working days. Can't complain at that. So don't need those. They're spare. That can go in the bin. Go there. That can go back in its box. And I have done that. So we've done that one. And we did the other one. So completed. Next up, we're doing the opposite side. So I need, where's it gone? Space 39. Give me a second, let me just check. Is that the left hand side? Yes. So we've done 39. Yeah. I've done that. Installing left wing support fittings. Nope, stage 40. So we'll do stage 40 now. So I'm going to have a slurp of my cup of tea. Bog standard tea tonight. There we go. Number 40. I've just got to keep my elbows in at the moment because it's just perched on the side of my desk over to my right. You can't see it, but it is there, trust me. Right. Yep. Empty. So, again, nicely packaged. So we have right 0402, which I don't know. 1, 2. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's a disparate amount of bits here. So that's 3. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 4. Right, these need to open up. I can see the difference. Right, it's the thread that's the difference. So we've got 2 0401, which are there. We've got those 2, which 3, which are 0402, 4002, 03, 04, 05. Right, we have all the parts. Away. Those out the way. 0403. So we have the 2 bolt holes at that end going 1 there, 1 there. This goes through that rib. Not what you want to see, it's slightly bent. Oh, dear Lord. There's a hell of a bend in that. There we go, straightened out. Let's see how that fits. Fits a bit better. Right then, so we need 03, which are these. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 0402s. Right, I need to get this. So that's goes up this end. Yep, 0401 goes up this end, and these 2 go down, one in there. All right, so let's do this one first. And we are going to just, right, that's in. Take this one, and remember, always oil it. Doesn't matter whether you're going to plastic or metal, always oil it. It gives it a bit of assistance. And then we take this one, oil it. There we go, that's in. So now we take this one down to touch. And what it does, it gives it that arc, yeah, that bit where the wing tilts up, whatever they call it. I can't remember. I used to work on the bloody things. I can't remember everything. So everything down to touch. That's down to touch. That's down to touch. That's down to touch. And then a quarter turn. Quarter turn. Quarter turn. So there's that part of the frame done. Done. That bit, that bit, that bit, and that bit. Next up, we have the framework of the wing. And it shows us where everything goes. So that is the leading edge. See, I can remember things like that. And if we get all this one out of the way, come on, get out of the bloody way. That just drops into place. Right, let's glue those in. Can't believe I've just tipped the super glue all over the shop. Oh, come on. So hold those for a few seconds. Hopefully, there we go. That's glued in, so that'll keep out of the way. Right, got a couple of comments. Gary T says, what oil are you using? 3-in-1. I know vegetable oil is not good because the additives are corrosive. Yep, it's bog standard 3-in-1 multi-purpose oil. That is all I'm using. So now, oh, right, let's get these bloody things straightened, shall we, and out of the way once and for all. Try that in a knot, why don't you? Right, so there's that out of the way. This is bendy enough to cover everything. Oh, marvellous. Here comes the rain again. So those two are spare screws. They go in a pot. Clean that up properly later. Screwdriver. Screws. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So as per usual, just in the oil, do its take. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run across the top there. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm not going to tighten those top 3 up. They're just in and they've started the thread. Glenn says, evening, Gary. And Gary says, hi, Glenn. Glenn, Gary, Gary, Glenn. Oh, I think all we need is somebody called Ross now. Glenn, Gary, Glenn, Ross. Not a bad film or play. So we've done the top row. Let's start off here. Actually, lift it up, and that allows. There we go. Because when I pressed it down, I noticed that the hole was slightly misaligned. So, and that one. And that one. So, start there. Down to touch. 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 And then down to touch. I need to check these because these look like those. Yep. Okay, it says not to glue them. Hopefully they'll sort themselves out and get pulled in properly. So spare screw. And there we go. So we've done that one. That one. That one. That's what it looks like, and that's how we finish it. Right then, so 41. And I do believe my next one is 48, but I just want to go through it all just to make sure. I've already gone through it once today in the house, just to make sure. And yes, it is 48, but I know sometimes I'm not very good. Get it all done. See? 47. 48. No. This is the aileron. So this is the right aileron. Nope, nothing out of there, so that can go in the bin. So let's make sure we have the right part. So we have 4801, 4802, 4803, the notch that way, 4804, and use a sellotape. One second. I'll see how we get on. We may even get to start at 9 tonight. But if we don't, we'll start it sometime this week. It won't be tomorrow night because the footy's on. The mighty Grimsby Town. Hopefully we can avoid relegation back into the bloody non-league. Oh, good Lord. Come on, open up. Thank you. Thank God for nails. Right, pop that there, put that there, put that there. Right, so we should have 3 of these. They look actually like keys. 2 and 3. And they're 4806. And 7 of these. 1, 2. Tell you what, where's my screwing driver? 7. So we have everything we need. So we've got 4804, which goes that way. And we get come on, one of the keys. Dip it in oil. Don't drop it. Pop it in there. Do the same with the next one. And the same with the last one. Come on. Oh, good Lord. Okay. The reason I'm dipping those in oil is because it will hold them in place. Oh, I built the ornithopter today. Took me about 45-50 minutes. Where is it? There you go. Meng, the ornithopter from Dune by Meng. It's a lovely little kit. Only took me 4, but yeah, less than an hour to build. Very nice. I want the big one now. So we've taken 03, and there's a little notch that goes up this end. Locating pin there. Okay, that's not going in, so that needs yeah. Right, watch for the extrusion points. Oh, don't. Oh, there they are. Just give it a bit of a ream. Next size up. And there we go, that's in. So that's in nicely. So done. that one, and we can put that back in. So we've got it like that. So now we take 4 of these and we put them in 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. First one, so it's just in. Second one on the opposite end. Just in. And just in. So that's now hooked up and connected to that. So now all we need to do is tighten them up. So going to touch on this one. Then this one. And this one. And then down to touch on this one. And then quarter, quarter, quarter. Yep, quarter. So that's done. That's done. Now we put the rod through. So there we have the rod through. So done. Now we get the brightening. Okay, did I miss a step of us? Yes, I did. Then, crumbs, this is going to start to fill the bench up a little bit. Oh, 4403. Hee. Now I've got to find those, but it's going to be fun, isn't it? Okay, this is going to be marvellous because these have come out. Sorry, let me just move it around a bit so you can see what I'm doing as well. There we go. Get this. Turn this over. Not those. It's 4403. It's 4402, 4404, 45, 6305. 61, 65, 52, 54. Nope, none of those. Oh, the big box of bits. I am going into my big box of bits. Hey, 4403. Right then, so 4403, and we need 4 of them, and there's 5. Right, let's make sure I've got the right place. Yep. So we take one of these, dip it in the oil, in there, and there we go, that's in. That'll hold it now. And then the next one in the oil, pop it in, and that will hold it. No, don't want 3, only want 1. That's connected. You just need to open this hole up a bit. Go. And number 4, screw going in. That's in, and then take this one down to touch. Right, I need a larger pH because that is just slipping. A bit more torque on it. So let's try the 1 because that's a 0. That's down to touch, and then opposite, down to touch, to touch, down to touch. Just tweak these, don't go to, that's it, that's fine. Don't go too hard on these because they are pretty soft. So there we have the wings together. Wow, that's a bit meaty and meaty, beaty, big and bouncy. Pop that out of the way, and we can mark off what we've done. So it's done that, done that, done that, and done that. Next up, right, this is getting too big for my shirt. So we're on this side now. So we take this one, and does it go in? It goes in there. Right, I remember this. I've got to unscrew that a bit to get it underneath. Oh, that was a pH one. That's a pH 0. So we take one of these into the oil, into touch, and then take this one into the oil, and this is the one all the way down, and then the same with this one. Okay. Doesn't seem to be seated properly there. There we go. That's how it should be. And this should be the same. Just a, come on, slight twist and a push. Okay, that needs to come out. Right, this just needs trimming back a bit. Get the back of the scalpel. Just take a bit off there. Take a bit off here as well. Give it a good old scrape. And then test it again. There we go. That's dropped straight in this time. So what I'm going to do is put this one back in on the end. Again, bit of oil. And that will hold this in place. You need to move this bit further forward so you can see what's going on. All the way down. There we go. And the same with that one. You just make sure that's it. Yep, that's fine. So those two are spares. One in there. One in there. That one and that one. And now we need to do this one. Ha! Lost the rod out of there. Let's see if it's hopefully on the desk. Oh, that could be bloody anyway. Put that over there for the moment while I go hunting. I'm about to shout very loudly. very good at this. Losing parts. As those of you who have followed me for a while know. Hopefully that's on the floor. Right, let's get the old torch on. Have a quick sketch on the floor. If not, I'm going to have to order another part. There you go. Look at that. I found it straight away. I'm chuffed about that. Right, time for a bit of licorice toffee. I'll be honest, I very nearly did cry. Let's pop it in there. Make sure it's the right part. Yep, that fits nicely. That'll do a trick. Right. Put some oil there, 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 and there. One, give these a bit of an oil. Need to keep remembering to move it up so you lot can see it. Right, that one's out as well. If I can tap it. Okay, I've just noticed a bearing missing. See if that helps at all. That will. This is me not reading what's going on. Right, I hadn't placed the bearings in the right place. Like so. Now I've got the bearings in the right place, that will mean that I can get the wing in. Right, down to touch, down to touch, and then down to touch. With a little tweak. That in there, and I am going to super glue this bit. This will probably need gluing as well. Let's get the blue tack out. So, what are you lot working on? Let me know what you're working on. Is it anything interesting? Blue tack under there. Blue tack under there. And some blue tack under the middle. Just to give it a bit of added support. And that clicks into place. Slightly wide. This is popping out. Where's my little clamp gone? what it is, this end bit here is just keeps popping up. Seated properly in there. Seated properly there, but it bends there. Why is that? That is nice and straight there. Come to this end. That bows up, then back down. Okay, there we go. That seems to be all right now. So we now have, you can just about see it, elevator movement. Sorry, I'll replace that aileron before somebody jumps on and goes, actually step. There you go. Park that over there. See what time we have. Oh, we can go in an hour. So we have done that one, that one, that one, that one, and we're left with that. That, installing the right wing support fittings. So you can use 49. Same as before. 4901, 4902, 4903, 4904, 4905, 4906. So I'm going to start with the brace. In the same what as before, so in there, and then in there. So we have 4902, which are these two. In there, in the oil, in the hole, just so it connects up. Next one. Pop it in the oil, in the hole, just screw it a bit. And then the one with the coarser thread in there. No. Okay, there we go. In the oil, in the hole, and then thread it. So then now we can screw this one in to touch. That's to touch. That's to touch. A touch and a quarter. Yep, that's going to need a bit of glue in there. And a little clamp on it. Yep, and like the other side, it's going to need a tip clamping as well. A bit more glue in there. Clean off the old super glue dauber. Tell you what, it's a lot easier doing videos than it is doing live. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing live, especially when there's two of you. But doing live on your own is a bit meh. Just open that up. And then put our clamp out on there. Right, let's just let that dry for a moment. So you got any questions for me? Anybody's watching live and want to ask me something, then do feel free. There we go. They're done. Right, so we have done that bit, and that bit, and there. Now we are going to put the frame on. So, first of all, going to put the glue down. Those there. And then do the ones below it as well. Need to pop this across there. Come on, glue your bugger. And there we go. That is glued in place. That goes there, that goes there. So that's in place. And we take 4904. $49.04 is this one here. There's oil. So as per usual, big screw, pop it in, and then do it just so it connects up. Take the next one, pop it in there, and then we'll go to the farthest one. And there's that same, and then next one, come back down here, I'll do this one, the next screw, bit of oil into this one, and I've got two more to do. This top one, it's in, and then finally this middle bottom one. Right, so they're all into touch, aligned. So we'll start here. So we'll do this one all the way down, 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 and then finally this one all the way down. Making sure the spigots are all in place. There you go. Right, so just go back over them. Just make sure they're nice and tight. And there we go. Right, so we have done that, and we've got that. So now we take the cable, right, and this one, and extend it all the way back. Right, so let's put this here, and we'll take one of our engineer's blocks, pop that on there on the wire just to keep it out of the way. What I'm going to do is do the same for all the rest of them. Take an engineer's block and just pop it on that just to keep them all out of the way. So next we take the cockpit. I know a lot of the guys have decided, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this with mine. I'm going to do that with mine. And a lot of them are stripping the cockpit back and then going to completely redo it. I haven't done the dials. I'm just enjoying building it. So we have, right, it says extend the wire of connector 01506 from the carburetor and the supercharger unit attached. Yep. Extend the wire of the machine gun magazine circuit board, which are these two, from the cockpit assembly in stage 27 backwards and pass it through the two cylinders on the right hand side, which are those. So put is that really where it's going? Yep, that's where it's going. Where's my plastic? Okay, this is going to be one of those things that's going to take me ages because I daren't pull it too hard because I'll probably break the bloody thing. There we go. That side's done. Do the same on this side. There we go. Done. So that's done. That one's done. Right, so where does this go? So we have that like that. That one's done. And that one's done. Flip over. So it goes around there and it actually tells it. There you go. course, we're going to have to be moving this now. So move the engineer's blocks. That seems to be holding there quite nicely. Yep, they still work, that's fine. And I've fixed the cockpit in place with 4 4903s. I think I swapped these out from the top side or from the underside. Oh no, from the top side. I see where they are. Right, you can see the holes. One down there, one down there, and then one on this side, and then one on that side. Right, I need to go and find 4903s. Which of these? If I remember correctly, let's have a look. Yep, 4903s are those, which are them. Yep, at least them, and there's 5 of them, which means there's 1 spare. Take 1. Pop that in there. And we'll do this corner here because it's closest to me. Right, that needs the larger PH1. There we go. And the next one. Oil on there, and then we go into that. Come on, where is it? It's there. Come on. It's just caught. That's caught as well. I'm gonna have to play silly sods with those in a sec. That's in. That's at a horrible angle, so that's going to come out. I actually do the front 2 first because they're a nightmare to get to. You need a long, thin screwdriver for Yep, and there we go. It's cockpit in. So we have done that bit, that bit, that bit. That bit, and that bit. So there we go. That's the cockpit attached to the wings. That's a piece and a half. That is. So I'm going to have to work out where I'm going to be doing the rest of this from. So pop that there, safe and sound. That's thick and complete. So we've done that, done those, done that. Yep, all this has been done. That's done. Chuck that down there, out the way. So next time I'm on, we will be doing section 9, stage 9, sorry. So again, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate your time. Take care. Have fun. Stay safe. Keep on modelling. Bye.